Is it
I am
really?
sharing my screen. Can everybody see it? Can everybody hear me?
Can't hear
Yep.
you at all. Don't
Yes
know
to
what
the
you're talking
second,
about.
yes to the first.
And I just have to figure out how to get Craig started.
My buddy.
Mr. Stark, it smells like a new car in here.
What?
Oh, really?
Can we turn off the soundboard, please, in this channel?
Yeah, sure. Let me find the channel. Oh, look.
It's already done.
Permissions. Oh, thank you, Zosima.
Whack.
Now recording.
Oh, that was ominous.
Okay, we are recording and we're going to get started. Looks like we got most people over here, so that's wonderful. Hey, shout out to James Robillata. What did you guys think?
That was fun. I enjoyed it. That was got me thinking.
I heard him speak over the summer and I was really impressed and I really enjoyed it. So I was so excited to be able to share that with this community. So, okay, I've got a full lineup. Snowmantle, are you here and ready?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, because we're gonna kind of start with you. Just let me introduce us real quick. So, guild meeting. Uh, we haven't had one of these for quite a while, but it is something that we're pulling back into our cadence. We are going to be doing this quarterly throughout 2024. And then we're going to look and see at the end of the year if that is the right number of meetings to do, if they're the right length, if we're conveying the right amount of information. Um, we got a lot of feedback in the last couple of years that we were having too many meetings and there wasn't enough substance, so we're trying to find that balance. So this is the first of uh, a quarterly cadence, at least for the next year. So here we are. This is Eternal Kingdom today. Snow, why don't you talk a little bit about what's going on here?
Okay, so right now, Eternal Kingdom, we have 9 mythic teams, 4 heroic teams, and 1 training team, and then our social team, Endless. Um, Currently, both Draconic and Empire are 5 of 9 mythic. But since they chose different 5th bosses, the guild itself is actually 6 of 9. Currently, we have 6 teams that have already achieved AOTC this tier and have killed at least 1 mythic boss. All of our heroic teams have killed at least 3 heroic bosses, including Vanir, our training team. And I do want to remind folks we're always interested in adding new members and adding new teams. If you know people that might be interested in starting a team and you feel that they would really fit in our community, or if you know of any guilds that might be struggling and might be interested in a merger, or even just people that might be interested as social members because of our atmosphere and events, please, send them our way. I'm always open to additional teams if we can find the leadership to run them. But our focus really is on um, quality and our values, and not necessarily just adding teams to add numbers.
Okay. And so we are really well underway for 10.2. Awesome momentum for all of our teams. Really excited. Events are picking up. There's a lot of energy right now, and with the 10th anniversary celebration, we're hopping right now. Um, really want to keep that going. So a lot of what I'm going to talk about today is about what we can do to keep this engagement and energy up. I really don't think anyone imagined this picture, this slide, when they started Eternal Kingdom 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. When they signed the initial guild charter, which actually was really about 11 years ago, I don't think anybody was picturing this. This is incredible. A lot of growth, a lot of change, but our foundation really hasn't changed much in that time. We're still built on 3 pillars. That's our foundation. We changed the respect pillar. It was progression. We changed that to respect, but otherwise, this is frozen in time. Eternal Kingdom has always been about providing a community for players of all levels and a positive environment of respect, teamwork, and personal growth. That has been the charter from the beginning. So, respect. Yeah, we value diversity and foster an inclusive environment. That's because it's more fun. We collaborate because we can't do the things we want to do without collaborating. And with the team supporting each other, we raid further, we progress farther, and that's it. Collaboration leads to progression. And we want to take every opportunity to learn as individuals, but also as a community or an organization to pursue our goals. So that was our mission statement back there, right? So how have we delivered on the guild's mission? We have 14 raid teams, ranging from training to cutting edge mythic. We've had Hall of Fame. We have a social community, a vibrant community for the more casual players like myself who cannot raid every week, just not in our life right now. But that doesn't mean we don't want to be part of a community like this. We're really event oriented, especially right now. We're really working hard to build up that engagement, not just in the team, but across teams, across the siloed. I go play with my team every week and then I go farm and I don't know anybody else in Eternal Kingdom. We have a lot of opportunities to overcome those silos. Right now, 9 weekly events and hundreds of people. We have at least 500 people in our community actively playing in the guild every week. We have 1,300 members in Discord with the guild member tag, but at least 500 we know to be playing actively. And the other 800 are playing occasionally because we do purge occasionally. And so all of this leads us to opportunities. Whether it's new players learning mechanics and raid etiquette or seasoned players aiming for cutting edge and Hall of Fame, we have what it takes to meet our goals and for you to meet your goals. It's time to take the next step. So Snow and I have given this a lot of thought. We've been talking to a lot of people. We've mulled it over. We've thought, okay, this is what the last 10 years looked like. What do we want the next 10 years to look like? This is a turning point. This is a moment in time. And what we really want is to broaden our vision and our focus, but reinforce that foundation on the pillars. We want to provide a stable environment for our teams and for our members to grow and progress over the next decade. We want to grow community engagement by maintaining an enjoyable environment that is based in respect, friendship, and collaborative relationships. So we want to do this by creating greater structure and intentionality around our pillars, especially the collaboration and progression pillars that are so important to our success as a community. We have often in the past focused on the respect pillar across the community. That's the one that people notice the fastest if somebody is not in alignment with that pillar. But every single person here, every single person with a guild member tag actually agreed, acknowledged, bought into 3 pillars when they joined the guild. And we need to build on that. We need to build on that collaboration and that progression. So that's what we're focused on. Why? Why is this a good thing for us to work towards this? You can improve your gameplay. We're going to give you resources that will allow you to continue to grow and progress your game. You can build teamwork and leadership skills, which are good for you and good for us. And the bottom line is you get to sit back and play with people who get you, who really relate to you, who get who you are. That's what Eternal Kingdom's always been about. Snow and I believe we can do even better than we have for the last 10 years. And the last 10 years have been very successful. It can be even greater. So here's our path forward. This is what you have to look forward to in 2024. We are going to build a mentoring initiative. And the idea behind that is to develop play progression and team progression and leadership progression. We will be developing leadership skills for people both in and outside of RAID, and mentorship that will enrich our mastery of our play styles and the administrative roles that make this guild run. So if you can imagine a role in the guild, whether it is heal lead or DPS, soaks, or running the banking team, or filling the role of guild master, there's going to be mentoring available for every level of the community. That's a big job. I have asked Taste to take that on as a project manager for developing the mentoring program. So, more to come on that. Is Borland here?
Yeah, I am here.
You want to talk for a minute about Mythic Plus?
For sure. Thanks, Belle. So we, in that same conversation, are looking to dovetail into the mentorship program and try to work towards creating a program that will foster and increase activity in the M Plus community. We're trying to, at one end, maybe meet the needs of those that are new to Mythic Dungeons. Maybe want to put themselves out there, learn, and grow as players. But we're also hoping to meet kind of towards the other ends where players are a little bit further along. They've got goals of maybe KSH or top 1% or maybe even KSM, but they're looking for a team. They're looking for a kind of a more supportive community to get into and really get more consistent with people they've been playing with maybe. So ultimately, we're looking to create a space and a platform that facilitates connection for players of different skill levels, and then ultimately helping them to build maybe a larger network of people and friends to push keys with. So we have some initial conversation going on, but I'm super receptive to anyone and all who want to share ideas. So if you want to reach out to me directly via Discord, we can chat, collaborate, and hopefully build out a bigger, stronger M Plus community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very excited about the mentoring and Mythic Plus opportunities that we have. We are big enough to really merit the effort and support for our people in this way. Something that's going to also dovetail into those two areas is our mercenary program. And we are taking a step back on the mercenary program and reimagining it. We want to, as it says here, define and deploy a program that benefits both the raider and the team. And we need it to be sustainable. And that's where we have struggled in the past. So we're stepping back and we are, to use that word I used earlier, creating intentional structure, intentionality around the mercenary program. And then the last thing on our list for 2024, and I think this is pretty ambitious across the slide here, but we are going to also focus on new member engagement. When people come into the guild, we are big enough now that I think a lot of people feel lost. They don't make connections outside of their team, especially. And it's just not as good of an experience as we could be providing for our members. So we're going to focus on enhancing the resources we use to onboard members. And we're going to start a live guild orientation program. It'll be a monthly session, and it will not replace the orientation and onboarding that teams should be providing their new members, but it will allow us to make sure everyone gets some common basic information. And it'll give us an opportunity to get together and greet these people by coming together every month. Anyone would be welcome to these meetings. And we'll be hoping that teams will send in their leaders or representatives to drop in on those meetings on occasion and introduce themselves. So we're planning our first monthly orientation in the first quarter of 2024, and it is tentatively titled Hello EK. And if you want to provide any support or help for that, Zindi is building that program. So there it is. We need volunteers. What are your skills and strengths? You know, a lot of times we have asked, hey, what do you want to do? Do you want to help? I'm changing my tune here. We need your help. If you're bought into this community, it's time to step up. If you have real life skills and strengths that we don't know about, it's time to let us know. We need your help. But also, if you're passionate about something, let's use that. Let's plug you in where you can get the most enthusiasm and fire, and let's make this fun for you. If you want to grow your experience level in a particular area, let us know that. For all of these things, we'll find an opportunity. There is plenty to do. Don't wait for a help wanted post. Reach out to Snow, reach out to me. Let us know how you think you can help or how we can help you develop and progress. And I have been known to help people put this stuff on their resume. I even have it on my resume. So real life opportunities here. No, you're not going to get paid. Don't ask. Not going to happen. But I know there's a huge skill set in this guild and a lot of passion that people have for what they do in real life. And I am inviting you to bring it into the game, to bring it into this community so that we can build even greater success. Okay, so that was my pitch. Save your questions. We're going to do questions and answers at the end. I'd like to turn it over to our guild updates. Nye, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
You want to just give us a brief update about banking?
Sure. So the banking programs had a rough expansion. And we're starting to kind of see some light at the end of the tunnel for that, I hope. The great white hope is that after the new year, we should be able to start sending out raid packages. We were able to sponsor a lot of the cash prizes for the anniversary events. We've been able to provide a lot of fun prizes for the Streamathon and for the raid race. I'd love to get some more farming parties done, especially now that we have flying available in the in Dragonflight. So look out for those coming in the new year, hopefully. If you need help with the achievement, let us know. We'll see if we can assist in getting some of that knocked out for you guys. We have our first raid race coming up. That will be this Friday evening. Starts at 5. Right, Jazzy?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And Lily and I will be hosting the EK Twitch. for that. So tune in. We'll have some folks from EK joining us. We've got a couple team leads. We've got our RE of events. We've got some different folks that you probably don't get a chance to listen speak very often. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll be giving away some very Fern Gully themed prizes during the stream. So tune in for that. We've got some mounts to give away to you as well. And we also have alternate signups available now. So that link is in general. If you can't find the link, please send Jazzy or myself a DM. We will gladly link it to you. Alternates will be used to potentially flesh out teams that are missing players the day of. If somebody has to drop, we've had somebody that's had to drop today, so we need alternates to kind of go back in and backfill. It's going to be fun, and then we will be hosting again once season 4 comes out and they release all the affixes for the different tiers. We will be hosting our Triple Crown event again. And betting, Jazzy, when did you want to open betting?
As soon as the rosters go live, which, providing Burp gets me the thing today, would be today.
Yeah. Okay. So Rhyme, our RE of events, is going to be running our gambling den for us again. So we're looking forward to that. You can win some nice gold. It's all in good fun, and it's a chance to kind of get in there and play with people you don't know, and yeah. So those are some of the things that we're looking forward to with banking in the new year.
Thank you, Nye. Hey, Lily, are you here?
I am. I'm losing my voice, though.
Okay. Do you have enough voice to
We'll give it
tell
a
us
shot.
a little bit?
Sorry, everybody. I sound like I'm a heavy smoker or something. Hi. The recruitment has been, it's been a little bit of a struggle this year. But I will tell you that uh, in November, just this last past month, we almost beat the record for single largest month of rating applications, and we actually did achieve the single largest month for the last 4 years that I've been keeping track anyway of total applications. So if we included social and raid and combined them, last month was the best month in our at least our last 4-year history of me keeping track. So great job, everybody, on the recruiting forefront. It looks like December. There's quite a few apps that have come through, but we're finding that teams are pretty solid and set. So we're getting a lot of people that either are interested in going social, which is great, or we're having to turn them away. So again, I will repeat what excuse me, what Snow said, in that if you know of anyone that might be interested in forming a new team, we certainly have the interest to fill for those teams. And that's pretty much it from recruitment. And looking forward to seeing all of the great and wonderful prog that's happening this year. And good luck to everybody on that.
Thank you, Lily.
Sure.
All right, Rhyme, your turn.
Already?
Yeah.
All right. Well, good evening, fellow subjects. For those who don't know, I am Rhyme. I am the new royal emissary for events for Eternal Kingdom, and I think it sounds like Belle's got quite a lot planned for us this year, and I'm looking forward to working with her on a lot of that and exploring how events can help with some of those things. So, the plan for this year is we're going to have our weekly events that we all know and love. We delve into a Mirdrasil, or when season 4 approaches, it sounds like that may be a fated season. So we'll just have to figure out what's the weekly raid, and we'll go smack the crap out of that and continue on with our lives. But on top of that, I'm looking at bringing on some monthly events that are team sponsored. So, as an example, my own raid team has generously offered to sponsor and put their name to an event that's going to come up in late January, and that is going to be some dragon racing. So we'll get more details to you about that as that comes up. But in general, I'm looking to have that doesn't even have to be a raid event, but I'm looking to expand some of our events that we're going to get and that we're going to have. so that it's not just delve into the raid yet again this week and hope you get that shiny trinket that doesn't exist and never drops. And there have been a bunch of games and events that have happened even in this last week that have really been a lot of fun. If you have never played Azeroth Lawn Darts, I highly recommend you do it at least once more, because it's nothing quite gets the blood pumping like flinging yourself off a cliff and hoping you hit the gnome that's at the bottom. So we're going to be exploring a lot of these alternative events as well, where we are going to have just fun side things that hopefully people can enjoy, and maybe bring some folks back into the game for more than just raiding, because we all love to raid, or some of us, maybe we don't love it but we do it, and that's fine. But sometimes we want to do something else with the game too, and so I'm hoping I can bring some of that to the community and to the guild, and we can all enjoy some of those activities together, and along the way get to know each other, because I think part of being able to be a community together and doing some of this stuff and making friends and being vulnerable with each other, like James was talking about, is just, we have to know each other first. We have to talk to each other. And so, some of these events may seem a little silly, but that's kind of the point, right? Is get out there, be a little silly, hurt your knee while you're dancing to Shania Twain's "Man, I Feel Like a Woman," and just see who's around to laugh with you about it later. So, events is looking to turn it up to 11. So if you have any ideas for events, if you have something that you think would just absolutely be a blast, please, my DMs are open. I would be more than happy to see what we can do about finding some other ways that we can all play this game we love.
That sounds awesome. Thank you. Thank you, all three of you. I'm going to plug the guild survey real quick here. Yeah, we have a guild survey every year. This is the ninth one. That tells you how long I've been around, because I've been running them every time. The guild survey has some new questions on it this year. And I've had a couple of people comment that they were surprised. Yes, I have included demographic data in this survey. I've done so very intentionally, and I've done so with the absolute, it's okay if you don't answer those questions. Totally okay. They are optional. However, in gathering demographic data, it will allow us to target our plans. When we know the composition of our community better, we know better what to focus on. So we're going to report back on what we find in aggregate. These surveys are kept anonymous unless you include your Discord tag, which would give us the opportunity to clarify any of your comments that you might want us to discuss with you. However, I will not be sharing those Discord tags with anyone under the rank of chancellor, and I probably won't share it with a chancellor unless that conversation really needs to happen with that chancellor. So it's not anonymous if you give me your Discord tag, but I'm going to protect your identity. What we're looking for in this survey is a measure of how engaged our community is. And we want to see how we can build on the community that we have and the foundation that we have, and do even greater things going forward. The demographic data in the survey will serve as a baseline that we'll be able to compare against as we go forward and see the ebbs and flows of our community. So there's the link and the QR code. Please fill out the survey. There's only a few questions that we really need your answers to, but all of the rest will be helpful. Ryan, back to you. Give us the what's happened and what's about to happen.
All right. So, we're this past weekend and through this week, we've got our 10th anniversary celebration that's been happening. This weekend was a wild ride. There was so much going on. It was very fun. And so, as you can see here, we are currently on day 4 of our events calendar here. Tomorrow we have the second YOLO raid, and I've actually been asked to push it back an hour to 6 p.m. So I will be making that adjustment to our calendar. But um, otherwise, we've got a second YOLO raid going that Fallen has posted some details about in the event reminders channel, and then we're going to have the raid race that Nye was talking about and that I'm running the bank for on Friday. And then Saturday is our biannual, just absolute blast, fun event. It's a huge event, but it's so much fun to do it with the Streamathon. And our charity partner for this go round is Child's Play, who we've done before. Um, and so that's kind of our week. We're going to have a busy week with a couple more raids and then 12 hours of Mythic Plus keys on Saturday. I hope everybody is ready for that because that is absolutely going to be a blast. Um, but as a part of this, we've had we've had a bunch of folks who are really hanging on tight to that collaboration pillar because this did not just materialize overnight. So please, if you see these people in game in Discord, just give them a hearty thank you, pat on the back, emote at them, whatever. Let them know that you're grateful for all they've done because this event would not have happened without Ferrana and Burb and Lily and Nye and Jazzy and Shaylee. Though those are the big names in the event. Those are the big people who have been helping to organize a lot of this and get a lot of this squared away. And Allie as well. I did not mean to forget Allie. Allie was also important to a lot of this, but we've got people doing the streaming to the EK stream so we all can watch. We've got people setting up and sending out prizes. We've got people making prizes. So there's just been a whole lot of effort that a number of people in this guild have put together and brought together to make this happen. And so if you see, if you see a familiar name in the Discord and you want to say thank you, please let them know that you are grateful for what they've done this week because I think this has been a great week. We've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of people come and have fun, where we're playing together, we're doing things together, we're getting to know each other better, and we're making those memories. Um, I think James mentioned duck around and find out. That may or may not have been something that was said during the achievement run raid yesterday. So, it's little moments like that where we're coming together, we're making these memories, and we're strengthening our ties to each other. So look forward to what we've got coming. If you want to do that second YOLO raid tomorrow, it's going to be a doozy. Bring your A plus character because you don't know what spec you're playing yet. So bring your best character, and then plan to tune in for the raid race if you're not in it, and then do some keys on Saturday. It's going to be a really great time. We're going to have an excellent remainder of the week, and then next week we can all relax for a minute, and then it's Christmas. So yeah, um, that is what is on the docket for EK for the rest of this week.
Thank you, Ryan. There's a lot going on. I got one more thing to share with you guys. Um, Alessandra has been doing an incredible job of documenting our history. This is something I've wanted for a long time, but haven't had the resources or the bandwidth myself to do it. Haven't had anybody who was really interested in taking it on. And Allie stepped up when I asked this year that somebody capture all of this before we lose it. Um, so not ready yet. There's a lot of information. We're going to release chapter 1 when it's ready, and then we'll release the remaining chapters over a period of time into next year. Um, there's an opportunity in our Discord. If you have not taken it yet, there is a channel where you can write your stories of Eternal Kingdom and share the experiences, the memories, the relationships that you've formed while in this guild. Um, and there's no rule that says you can only put one story in. You can put small stories, large stories, epic sagas, one sentence, start a fight about pineapple pizza. Um, What is your EK story? Let's see it. Also, there's still an opportunity if you would like your real life picture to be featured on a collage. I am getting a graphic built that shows who EK really is. And I'm looking for real life pictures. Several of you gave those to Faye. We're still collecting them. Last chance this week to give me your picture. It can have your name. You can submit them anonymously, and you let me know that. And I just won't let anybody know who it was because, of course, I'll know you sent it. But um, don't need a real name. Just want those pictures so that we can show a picture of who we are. I think it'll be really cool, and it'll help us see the community that we are. Okay. Before we get to question and answer, the most important part of the guild meeting, we are going to give away a Bellastraza plush, a quirky plush, and 100K gold. So who is my prize coordinator that's making this happen? Herb or Ryan?
I am grabbing screenshots now, so give me just a minute because I have to find, there it is, my web page. All right.
Um, n- Not only are they allowed to request 100K gold in lieu of if we have two people who win who do not want the 100K gold, we'll work something out with gold prizes.
All
And if we
right.
have three, then I guess my plushes will go to the streamathon.
A
We'll see
weird
what
way to
happens.
say to Jazzy.
Okay, so what I have here is I have grabbed, I'm going to hide the stream. Sorry, people who are watching my stream. I've grabbed a couple screenshots of everybody who is in the chat right now. So you can see our full list here.
Does Craig qualify?
Craig does not qualify, so
Poor Craig.
any roll of number 3 um, will be re-rolled. So we're just gonna random number roll for some integers. Oh, I've got that actually set up over here. So here we go. We've got our 3 random numbers, so we'll all count together. So Belle, do you want to plush? All right, I'm sorry, Belle. I'm gonna re-roll that. I apologize. So
Oh,
let's.
I want Bellastraza. Oh,
Did
wait,
Belle
I already
win,
have
Belle?
Yes, Belle won. Belle. All right. Oh, I have to count actually. Hold on. I have to figure out how many people we have. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was pretty clutch, Burp.
Mhm.
Oh, I lost my place because I'm good at counting.
So while Rhyme is counting, if my voice will play ball for a few minutes, I just wanted to let everybody know I've pulled up the prize list for both the race and the streamathon, and some of the big gets. Although we have lots of mounts and lots of pets, we're going to give away. This year, again for the streamathon, we are going to have a Secret Labs chair valued up to $600 that's been donated by both Wirio and the Guild. Thank you, Wirio. Thank you, Guild. We've got some a Creator's Blue Yeti. We've got some blue light gaming glasses by Gunner, plushies, all kinds of stuff. We have uh, Reigns of the Crimson Death Charger mount, which I've been told is a pretty big deal. for those mountain people. And then that's for the SAT. And then for the race, we have a jeweled onyx panther. We have some really cool pets, some level 25 disgusting oozlings. Wow. And I don't know much about pets, clearly. And some an echoing oozling. So we've got some pretty cool things that we're going to be giving away for both those events. So look forward to them. I know I do. And if you can even just make it for a little bit of time for the SAT, I definitely encourage that.
All right, thank you, Lily. I am ready. We have 70 people in the chat, I believe. So we'll roll one at a time and just see who wins what. So the first number is number 56. So we'll count backwards. Which is Reinhard. So Reinhard, I think you get the Bellastraza plush. So please reach out to Bell. If you opt not to do that, let Bell know that you would prefer to take a prize of gold, and we'll congratulations on your win there. So we will, in the immortal words of I don't remember who, we go again. 48.